My boss's personal favorite is door knocker. So
Ever since the day that you went away, you've been sending flowers to me, flowers today, flowers.
hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. I have a service dog, Macy. Today we are going to talk all about my septum ring and basically tips for you if you are thinking about getting it. So let's get started. Is to make sure you find a piercer that knows what they're doing, because when it comes to the septum, there's that sweet spot, which is where there's no cartilage, and if you don't get pierced there, it hurts so bad. I have never been pierced incorrectly. I've had this piercing 3 times. Every time it was done in the sweet spot, and it doesn't hurt if you get it pierced there. If you have to flip up your piercing to hide it during the healing process, make sure to tell your piercer before you get it pierced. One, what they will do is they will open the jewelry more, because it's easier to flip up if it's more open than if it's like this. 2, they will flip it up for you. My personal opinion, when getting it done, the worst part of it is the clamp. And a lot of people think that the septum is painful because of where it's at. It's really not. It looks worse than it actually is. My biggest tip is don't move it. The reason why is when it's healing, you're gonna have crust around it as if any other piercing, and if you get that crust in your nose, worst pain. It's honestly worse than getting it done the first time. With the healing process, it's gonna be tender for roughly 2 weeks, at least mine was. So like hitting it like this will hurt for at least 2 weeks, so try avoid hitting it. When it comes to cleaning it, I used sea salt 2 times a day. I had like a spray that I put onto a cotton swab and just clean the inside of my nose. You can get that from your piercer. Also, another tip that not a lot of people know, for the crust that you might have, you can actually take a cotton swab with hot water throughout the day to get that out, because you don't want to use sea salt more than twice a day. Take hot water to kind of clean that crust out. So this piercing takes roughly 6 to 8 weeks to heal before you can change it. And there are different types of jewelry that you can get, which makes this piercing very diverse. You can get a horseshoe, you can get clicker, you can get a captive bead, or you can get a segment ring. I'll tell you one thing, clickers are annoying to get in and out. I only have 1 clicker and I've only worn it like 2 times. So I'm going to say some of my pros and cons with this piercing, at least in my opinion, which I've seen a lot of people also say these are the pros and cons. So the biggest pro that everyone will tell you is that you don't have any face scarring. So if you, like with the nose piercing, I'm going to have a hole there if I take it out, or if you get any kind of lip piercing. With the septum, you don't have any of that because it's inside your nose. 2, kind of what I just mentioned, there's a lot of options for jewelry and different sizes, so you can really make it look good on you. I think the septum could look good on anybody who likes it. You just have to find the right jewelry for you. 3rd thing is it's so easy healing process. It really isn't that bad. Just don't move it. This is kind of one piercing that you don't move. And then once it's healed, it's really easy to change. Honestly, you just kind of move your nose so you can find the hole easier, and you just put it through. So one of the biggest cons with this piercing is you will get like a weird bad smell in your nose. One thing though about that is you're the only one that smells it. It's kind of like a minor thing. If you move it, you're gonna smell it, at least for me. I don't smell it like all the time. The other thing is you're gonna get so many comments with this piercing. A lot of people will say you look like a bowl. My boss's personal favorite is door knocker. So that's all I have for you guys. If you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below if you want to see more of me. I do have a playlist of piercings if you want to see that, also showing off when I got my septum done. But that's all for today, so bye guys.